think we're live. I'm just going to check. Hello, my friend, if you are watching live. This live stream, I haven't live streamed in a minute. It's on my list of scary things that I don't want to do, but I do want to do in Q2. So I figured it's the first day. Let's just get it over and done with. Plus, it's kind of late here, at least in Scotland. And I have some things that I need to get done. Not fun things. They're very boring admin-y things, but they're things I have to get done. And so it makes sense for me to just do this now. And maybe you have some things that you need to get done as well. You might be watching at a much more reasonable time and have a few little items you would like to get done, and we could do it together. I have to confess, I was playing around with StreamYard, which is what I'm using for this at the start. And I used to use it and I thought I knew how to use it. I know less than I did then. But I did manage to make this cool little GIF thing and make a little layout for us so that you're not just watching me sit down and type the whole time. Hopefully this works. I'm just going to check on YouTube to see that I am live and you can hear me and all of that. Let's see. Live and you can hear me and all of that. You can. Okay, cool. So like I said, just this is me practicing. I very much appreciate if you're here for it, to engage. I'd love if you left a comment. If you are watching live, let me know where you're at, what you're up to, how the first quarter has been for you. As much as this is a co-working session, it's like an easy way for me to get into live streaming because I don't have to talk. If no one shows up, it's okay. I don't feel super bad. And yeah, it's a good opportunity to get things done. I'm not seeing anyone in the conversation right now, so I'm just going to switch. I've done that to the screen. I do have some music here, I think. Now, one thing I couldn't figure out for the life of me was how to do epidemic sound music. It's just got a very limited amount of tracks here. I might try another software as well. This is the first one I'm trying just because I have friends that use it. So I signed up through their link. But yeah, I know there's Restream and a few others. Anything that is not technical is more likely going to be the one for me. But I would like to play some music if we're doing a co-working stream. So let me put this on. I think did that work? I think it worked. Let me just check on here. Can hear my voice. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna mute because I don't want you to hear me sipping my tea and stuff. But if you want to chat and you're here, please do leave a comment. Let me actually include that on the banner. Perfect. Cool. Okay, let me mute myself and we'll get started. Not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, got it. I feel like these live streams are probably more fun when I can share my screen, and I'm sorry that I can't. One of the trickier parts of doing Notion consulting is that you're working with your client's data, which is very confidential. They usually want you to sign an NDA. And so it makes it very difficult to share your work, at least in public. But I do think there are ways around it. Of course, like you can do like fictional case studies, and you can even like use your clients as sort of base for that. I've done that in the past where I've maybe like shared something fictional, but actually it's based on another client. It just made sure that none of the information that was private was there. Sorry, I got distracted because I'm not good at multitasking. I'm trying to do both at the same time. But yeah, I think there's ways around it. I also think there's ways that I can, I'm on here today at a time where I'm hoping not a lot of people are around because it's practice for me. But I can also think of ways that I would like to share more. Part of that is just building up confidence. And I think that one thing I wrote in my journal today, I've got my journal here. And one thing I wrote in it was, where did I put it? Don't be afraid to show up and let people see you trying. And so that's this. And I'm not afraid to share them. It really scares me. But we're here, and this is how we learn and how we get better every day. I did not see the comments. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Hopefully that came through on the chat. I have the StreamYard thing open, but I'm working, so it's hidden. And then I have like the comments, and it wasn't showing yours, so I didn't see it. So I apologize, but thank you so much for being here and always supporting me and my work. Are you having a good night? You could share in the comments if you want. I love when you're, thank you so much. Thank you for always encouraging me to practice and to show up. I feel like you're the little nudge I sometimes need. Round 2 with the air fryer. Oh, that's fun. I want to hear about your brainstorming session. If you want to share here or off stream, what are you cooking tonight? Something delicious? I did not use the air fryer tonight, but let me show you. I'm going to try and share what I had because it was pretty, I impressed myself. Can you see this on the little screen? Maybe if I make it bigger. Like if I, doesn't that look good? It's salmon salad. I always start every month with it. I'm gonna be so healthy. I'm gonna be so healthy this month, and I'm not gonna eat any rubbish. And then I fail. The middle was okay. If you mean the like pretty little middle thing, this is just lime that is grilled a little bit. I am very fussy with thank you. I am very fussy, as you know, with all things like certain meat and cooking and stuff. But I've realized recently that I really like salmon with the skin on, which is a new thing for me, and I'm pretty happy about that. So, but how about you? What's for dinner? I'm gonna make sure I've got the exotic. It's good to be fussy. I think it's good to know what you like. Fussy for just fussy's sake. I don't know. Fish and chips. Do you have mushy peas? That would be like a Scottish thing to do. Fish and chips sounds... I'm not good. I have to remember to show your comment. See, I'm learning. Yeah, that sounds amazing. And healthier? Is it healthier? I think so, right? Beats like cooking it in oil. But I love mushy peas. I do like mushy peas. I'm not like a big fish and chip girl if it's from like a fish and chip shop, but I like making it at home by myself. I don't like super love eating out actually. If I think about it, I'm not a big, but I think that also comes with if you have any dietary restrictions, then naturally you're just like, well, safer at home. Although a lot of places are pretty good now and they have like gluten-free, dairy-free, like any of your allergies they cover, which is cool. So I'm currently doing some not fun work, just like admin-y stuff and a little bit of like client work, but I call it like client admin. This is not like building or anything, but it does need to get done. So I thought this would be a really good time to live stream and just practice. I was like searching for ages trying to figure out two things. One, how do I get epidemic music to play in here? If you know, please do share. Couldn't figure that out, but I was like, it's fine. We'll just do the thing. And then the other one was I was trying to make one of those cool little timers, but I don't really do Pomodoro technique anyway. If anything, I do 45-minute segments and then my brain starts to kind of shut off. Right, if you eat out and they carpet bomb. Yes, it is a little bit sucky. The worst part is like you don't usually find out till like a little while later. You're like, that was a mistake. I feel like this could be a fun new addition to YouTube. My fear is always that I'm bothering someone. Like, even if somebody subscribes to my channel and wants to be here, I'm like, oh no, what if I'm irritating them with another notification, even if, you know, it's a choice to subscribe. So I need to get over that. But I think it could be quite a fun way to connect, especially not, I mean, tonight I'm like not sharing my screen or anything, but in the future I would like to. Maybe I can, not on YouTube. They've opted in if they're on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. I think I just have to remember that people want to be here if they're here. It's not like an obligation, or I'm not frustrating them by posting. That's like an internal thing to get over. And the good thing is, like, when you start to put yourself out there a bit more, you can connect with people, and that's the whole point, right? The whole point is for it to be collaborative, engaging, a conversation, not just like one-sided output. So Chris, how are you feeling about the air fryer? Are you like sold on it? It's earned its place in your kitchen yet? So far, so good. Just got a few new veggie recipes. Ooh, oh, my flux thing is on. Do I look bright orange? Probably. There we go. What veggie recipes? Any that you can share? I'm so basic. I mostly use it for chickpeas. Chickpeas and a baked potato. Sometimes, like, I do buy these spring roll things out of Marks and Spencer's here, and I will sometimes use it for that too. Let me see if I can. Just to switch it up a little bit. I've got to figure out how to do the epidemic sound thing. Oh, there we go. That's kind of cool. Your comments can just come up on the screen like that. Oh, like you have to download every individual song? That feels like a lot of work. But maybe it's worth it, especially if you've got like if you say you wanted to run it for 45 minutes, or because I do have like permission to use it, I could use like the script or something to make one long audio file. Do you think that would work? More like present it. Yes. Okay, so that might be the way forward. We've cracked something. Thank you so much for helping me. Yeah, I could do that. I could like make a list and then put it together through the script just by stitching it together, download it, upload it, and then we're good to go. I like that. Unless there's a file length. Well, even if we could do it in like segments, right? Like you could switch it up. Could be a good thing. Maybe I will start doing this Pomodoro technique thing. I do like that you can make your own layout now. I don't think that was like on StreamYard when I first started using it. I'm not a pro like you though. I think I just lost where I was at. Let me find it. Here we go. One thing I have to work on tonight is I'm finishing an article that I want to put out on my website, and I'm very frustrated with Squarespace, only because I saw this really cool automation, or I think they were actually using a combination of like Notion. They were using Notion custom agents with, I think, an external automation, maybe Make or Zapier in N8N or something like that. But they had built their website with Lovable, and they had programmed it and their agent with how they how they format their blog posts. So every time there's a call out, this is what it should look like, this is what the color should be, etc. They put that all together, probably with the help of AI. And now they write their blog posts in Notion, and with the click of the button, it's automatically sent to their blog on Lovable. So that is really cool. I was thinking about how much time I spent today, like just transferring the blog from Notion to Squarespace, and then like uploading every individual image, making sure it had alt text, making sure that it was captioned. I think I still have an image to go before I can publish it. But I was just thinking, that's so much work. It was hours of work, and this person has figured out, I don't know their name, I wish I could give them credit, but they figured out how to do it. And what's really cool is if they update the blog post in Squarespace and Notion, it updates on their blog. Like, that blew my mind so much. I wish I could do that. They couldn't do it with Squarespace. So they did it. They had their blog with Lovable. They built their site with Lovable, and then they had a blog attached to it. And they've set it up, I think, with a combination of Notion custom agents, which are custom agents built into Notion, and you can give access to different sites, different integrations, different areas of your workspace. I'm happy to share if you want to see. They've set it up with that. And then I think an external tool like N8N or Zapier Make, I'm not sure the entire setup, but they have it so that it goes from Notion to their Lovable blog automatically, and they've programmed it so that it knows how to format the content correctly. A new feature that Notion just launched not that long ago was H4 headings, which is not a big deal, but it's helpful in this instance because it can translate over to your blog. So they did it with Lovable. I cannot figure out, I don't think I can do it with Squarespace. If you can, it is way above my knowledge or understanding. I've searched it quite a lot. And the thing with Squarespace is I keep coming back to it because it's simple, right? It's easy. Every time I think that, I want to go and migrate elsewhere, it feels like a lot of work. And then when I ask myself about the work involved, I ask myself, like, is this the best use of my time? And am I going to get a return on this? And does it really matter? And up until the last few days, I would say, I just redid my website again because there was an issue with the template. But I updated it. I did it. I kept saying to myself, I want to be on Framer. I want to be somewhere else, but this is fine. It's fine. It does its job. And then I saw that and I was like, right now, the time it's taken me to create this blog and transfer it from Notion to Squarespace, that is a real reason to consider switching, where the investment is going to return to me tenfold, especially because I do want to blog a lot more this year. Squarespace's Fluid Engine. Yeah, I think that's the issue. The Fluid Engine is tricky, right? Squarespace have tried to make it so that it's simpler and easier and intuitive. And in some ways it is. I found that it's very clunky now. It used to be a really good, simple solution. And I was okay with the limitations because I was of the mindset of, if you want something simple, easy, low maintenance, has everything integrated into it, like I can sell my templates on it. You can send invoices and things through it. You can do email marketing with it. I like the idea. I know that a lot of people aren't a fan of all-in-one solutions. For me, if it makes my life easier, I care more about that than almost anything else. And I'm willing to compromise on certain features, or I guess even results, depending on what it is, if it makes my life easier and if it's good enough, right? Like, there's lots of things that I do with Notion that I could do better somewhere else, but I like that everything is integrated into Notion. That's really valuable to me. And now that we have custom agents and Notion AI, and we can use all these different models, the fact that it has access to all of my context with very minimal effort required for me to feed it, that is a plus for me. Gemini kind of said, yeah, maybe leave them behind. Yeah, I can see that. I do like the idea of the lovable site. That sounds cool. Like to be able to build your site that way and have it, customized to your preferences. I know what I like for my website. I don't want anything too fancy. I love how it looks right now. And it's not anything advanced. I use Squarespace's most basic content blocks. And I did add quite a bit of code to it, mostly based what I did was I looked at the template I had that was broken from another creator, and I tried to pull out the parts of the CSS that I liked and then build that into Squarespace myself, which again, very time consuming. Claude Code did help a lot with it, but I'm sure there was better, more efficient ways to do that. Oh, that's crummy. If you want to text me them, I have do not disturb on. Let me turn that off. If you want to text them, I can put them on the screen for you. Ooh, Notion posts gorgeous. I'm intrigued. I have tried Super before, and they weren't pretty. I feel like I'm missing something from here. I am. Okay, these recipes look amazing. Oh, it's rubbish that... I guess I do understand why they block URLs. Okay, thank you so much for sending those veggie recipes. Especially the buffalo cauliflower one, because I would love something like that. Yeah, safety first. I do get it. It's so easy to get frustrated at things when they're not working out, and then you put them in context and you're like, wait, that makes sense. Actually, I'm glad that they have that in there. I see a chickpea recipe here. You know I have to check that one out. This is really good. I actually have not tried this. I do it with paprika sometimes, chickpeas. You know the one I really want to try? I want to try peas. Peas in an air fryer with just like salt, maybe some spice. If I had that really delicious chili oil that you shared with me once, I would go for that. Yes. Oh, yes. I totally forgot wasabi peas. I definitely want to try. Imagine wasabi peas. So good. Okay, I think. So I have one more image that I have to create for my blog post, and I'm going to do that now. I could probably share that part, which maybe, I don't know if that's interesting or not. It's all interesting. So I'm creating this article, and let me share. I wonder if I can share. Whisper flow. I'm always clicking that little line. I don't know if I told you I tried Whisper Flow, but I did, and it's cool because it almost understands everything I'm saying. Oh my goodness, all the tabs. Okay, I think it's this page. Yeah. Okay, so how do I, is this better? I am putting together like an example of a dashboard, but I didn't want to share like all of my data. So I like have been customizing it a little bit, but it's taken too long. So I'm just gonna go for what's here. I think it's fine and I can always update it later. And it's just to show an example of what the new dashboard feature is. I have not updated my own workspace to use dashboards, mostly because essentially a dashboard is a bunch of different views together. And before we had this feature, most of us would just go ahead and build out our own with different views. And so I haven't really used them, but that's okay. And I have been using ChatGPT for my alt text. So let me go ahead and do that. Average replies. Oh, okay. So this is just like I track how many times people respond to my emails. I don't get a lot of responses. Some I get more than others, but of all of the metrics I care about, that's the most important one. So I like to track it, especially to see if like people are engaging more or if I'm building more of a relationship with them. Especially my favorite, oh my goodness, Chris, my favorite ever conversations in my emails, aside from the ones I get to have with you, are ones where there was a couple of times where people reached out and said, I don't know why I'm on your email list. Like they forgot because I've not always been the most consistent. Or it's interesting how I shared my screen and now there's a lot more viewers. Either that, or if I've sent something and they're like, this is not for me, but then we go on and end up having a really great conversation, and then maybe we connect on LinkedIn or on Instagram, a platform I don't really use, but it's so lovely that even if it's through that, it's a gateway to having an interaction, which is really nice. Because the thing is, like when people sign up for your email list, you get a name and you get an email. And if you don't know them elsewhere, you don't know who they are. And you're sort of relying on that interaction back in order to start that conversation. And yes, average replies are per letter. Okay, let me stop sharing that. Yeah, I agree. Well, I think about the first time I joined your email list, right? Like I was a stranger back then. Now I'm very, very lucky to have you in my world. But also part of that is just you're so amazing and that you reply and you engage with people and you make people feel seen through everything that you do. I'm so glad you do. So I'm going to share me finishing up this blog post and then I can get out of here. Say I did the thing. I'm so grateful you've been here, Crystal. I'm so grateful every time. And I feel very lucky that you always show up for me, even though you've got stuff going on. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here's a blog post. It's a big one. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but I did. And so now we're here. It was a lot of work, but I could have went about it a better way, which is usually the case. It's so slow. I just want to make sure that I have everything in here before I hit publish. You know what's so impressive to me? How quickly you write. That is very impressive to me. I guess that comes with being a 10 times best-selling author. New York Times best-selling author. Or 11? Is it 11 now? I think it's 11, right? Okay, I think we're good. I've published 10. Oh, that counts as 11 for me. Yeah, that counts as 11. Also, I feel like maybe share it. Can I read it? Maybe? Is that cheeky to ask? Probably. I still want to. Also, did you count your assignment? The assignment one? Because that's what I was thinking of was when I said a live-in. I'm still working through some of those prompts. I think I have that over here actually. Oh, I know one thing. Even things like this are frustrating. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but there's a different weight to some of these lines. That's not my imagination, right? Like some are thick and some are like, there's some look like they're doubled up. Maybe I'm counting wrong. Oh, don't ask me, not good at math. I was at school, but once I left, nope. Can't remember anything. Hansel effect. I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. I don't think I'm smart enough. Do we publish it now? Or we just do it together now? I was gonna wait, but there's not really much reason to. Make sure everything is good here. Oh, this is not the way to find this image. Do it. Okay, I'm doing it. Doing the thing. Actually, I should give cred to the very video. There was a video that made me hit publish on this, like that made me go live when I did, where I was just like, you know what, we're doing it right now. I'll see if I can find it. It's funny because I was like, no way when I saw the thing too. I thought it was clickbaity. It was like, give me 90 seconds and I'll stop you ever overthinking going live again or something like that. I can't remember. Okay, there we go. We're live. Let me remove this and I'll see if I can find the video. I don't know if I can. Here's in my way. Is it this one? No, but I'm going to watch that one as soon as I get off of this. Unless I don't know if I could play it on here or if I'm even allowed to. I don't know how that works. It was Caleb, someone. A really cool creator, talks about branding. And sometimes their videos are very, very, very long. So I don't watch them all or I'll skim through them. Oh, here it is. I found it. Give me 19 seconds. Give me 90 seconds and I'll delete your fear of posting content. If I play this, are you going to hear it? Do you know, Chris? I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that. I think so. Okay, let's try. And then we can get out of here. Stop sharing. Stop screen. I didn't think I was sharing my screen, but let's try again. Okay. It was this one. Give me 90 seconds and I'll delete your fear of posting content.
Give me less than 90 seconds and I'm going to help you delete your fear of posting content for good. Because if you're being honest with yourself, the real reason why you're not posting content isn't because you don't know how, but because you're afraid of being judged, of being misunderstood, of putting something out there that is actually you. And I know that feeling really well.
Hey, what's up? This is Caleb from Mass Muscle TV.
This was me in high school. I was that super awkward kid, incredibly nervous and terrified to put myself out there. I was just trying to figure it out. But then I started to get a little bit more comfortable. And over time, I got better at being more myself.
I think some people that go to these shows, like really appreciate the music, right? But they don't fully understand, like, you guys are crashing in here, man.
To the point where I feel like I'm bringing quite a bit of who I am to my videos. People see my content and assume the way I show up now came natural from the start. It did not. When I started making content, it was extremely uncomfortable, but I just decided to keep pushing through. And every time that I came back to make new content in a new niche, I gained more and more confidence. Confidence in being me. You can't just wait for confidence to build on its own. You have to build confidence by taking action. And so I am giving you permission to take action. Post the content, even if it scares you.
That was it. I think it was timing as well. I think part of it was timing, but I was, oh, I'm still going. We're on creator support now. Also a great channel. Actually, let me make sure that I share that channel. Caleb Raston. I hope this. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, it was awesome, right? I feel like you inspire me so much, Chris, to show up. Sometimes, like, you put my brave big girl pants on, and that's what that video did for me tonight as well. Okay, am I showing this? Okay, this is Caleb's channel. I don't know why it's so big, but maybe I just do this. It was an awesome channel. I like his stuff a lot. I don't watch all of it just because some of it's really long. I've noticed that a lot of creators put out like 7-hour videos or 13-hour videos or 4-hour videos. I think his was on branding. I don't have the mental capacity to sit and watch that. Even in bits, I find it really difficult. I much prefer something that's like 20 minutes or an hour. An hour is good for me. And but everything I have watched, I think, is awesome. And that very much inspired me to click the button, even though I was nervous tonight. So thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for being here and making this a lot less scary. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. I know I say a lot more ums and and likes when I'm live because I'm very nervous. But this is how you get better. Right, you show up. I used to say a lot of likes and ums and all of that thing when I was recording my YouTube videos. And now I've noticed in the script, I don't really say it very much. It's very rare that I have that in a video. And I think that's just practice. So Not boring. You made it fun. You made it fun by being here and interacting and sharing your air fryer recipes and just bringing your energy. So thank you so much. And thank you to anybody else who is watching, was watching, is watching this after. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And I'll speak to you soon. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world.